I
me
think I'm
early.
on time since I've been doing this lives. I think today is my first time I
Oh
have a
my
guest
goodness.
that logged in with his without. But I
Yes.
guess it's because
Without
I'm beginning
echo.
to. Eh?
Without the echo.
Not in the echo, like without
Stress.
taking time. Because at times guests want to come on. They are struggling to come to log on and all of that.
Oh
So I
no.
discovered that, with your own, I told you straight, log in from your mobile. Some will try to log in with their laptop or something, so it causes issues. Um, so guys, thank you for joining us this evening. All the five of you, and I'm hoping more people will come on and join us. If you can't hear, please let me know in the comment section. It's very important. If it's echoing back, let me know, and then we'll try and like sort it out because we won't want to like start and then we lose the whole thing, if you get what I mean. Anyway, welcome you guys to another episode of Let's Talk Balloons. And I have the amazing Yemisi with me today. A lot of you might not know Yemisi, but Yemisi has been in. There's a bit of scratch from your side, Yemisi.
From my side, could it be my
Yeah.
AC?
Maybe like echo or something.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you back too.
Okay, guys, what do you think? Please, is there any echo? Is there anything? Let me know in the comments so that we can like adjust and make everything right. Because I can hear my voice echoing back.
I can't hear myself though. I can't hear myself back, but I can hear you back.
You can hear me echoing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the problem is because I'm in a quiet space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's carry on. Hopefully, it would get better. Do you have earpiece?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I
No, I
don't.
have even said maybe you use it. Maybe that would help.
Oh, I don't have it here.
Okay, someone has
I
just
can hear both
commented. I
of
can
you.
hear both of you, and none of you is echoing. That's great. Thank you for
Yeah,
letting us know. So we
nice.
carry on. Okay, guys. So this is Yemisi. A lot of people might not know her, and some of you might know her. Yemisi has been in the industry for at least for me. I've known her for like 8 years now, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and I'm sure she's been in before that. I've known her since 2014 or thereabouts. Have you?
Yeah.
Or
True.
2013. Yeah.
True.
So yeah, I've known her that long, and she has, been in the industry doing so much. But I'm going to keep quiet. I'm going to let us hear from the Austin map. Let her introduce herself. Let her tell us about herself, and then we carry on. So, MC, can you introduce yourself? Tell us about yourself, what you do, and everything else.
Okay. Thank you so much. Ooh, I don't know. This is my first time of actually doing it, so I'm kind of nervous.
Whatever way
But
you
it's
want to do it
okay.
is fine.
When I posted it, a lot of people were like, "Oh, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be there." I'm always hiding my face, but I
I
think now
know.
that I have a store, I cannot hide my face
We're
anymore.
still going to come to that one. That one is the odd gist. Please carry on.
Okay, so my name is Yemisi.
Mm.
I okay, so now I can hear myself back. So
It's okay. Since they are not complaining, it's
okay.
fine.
Okay,
Mm.
so my name is Yemisi, and I run a balloon business called Balloons by Misorge. We've changed our name a couple of times, maybe like 2 to 3 times, but I think we're sticking to Balloons by Misorge because it's registered now. It's actually Misorge Concept. The name of the company is Misorge Concepts. Then there's Balloons by Misorge because balloon is my number one. I have other things I do, but balloon is most people know me for doing balloons, and I have been in the industry for, let me just say, like 10 to 12 years. 10 to 12 years, yes. I'm trying to think back. I remember the very first job I did. It was for family, and I think I fell in love with children's parties from there for my niece's birthday. And I think I had a 9 to 5 then. After I graduated from uni, I worked in a couple of companies. But I knew from a very long time that I was not a 9 to 5 person. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew 9 to 5 was not for me. So I started the children's parties, Misorge Kiddies. Even the name Misorge is funny where it comes from. It's me and my sisters that know the meaning. I don't like to tell people. I don't like to tell people what it means. The name Misorge. I don't like to tell, but it's something that has to do with my name.
Okay.
Yemisi is part of my name. The other part we cannot discuss. We cannot disclose it.
That bad.
But for
Okay.
some reason, my sister is a lawyer, and when I was going to register my business in Nigeria, she
Hmm.
tried a couple of names. She was not like, this one that we used to call you Misorge. Let's try. Let's see if it will go through. And that one went through. And that was how we registered Research Concept from Nigeria.
Okay.
So from there, I started planning children's parties, and for some reason, when I started working with balloons, I just liked. I don't know. I just fell in love with it, and then I started researching. I started checking like balloons online and everything, and then I found Mr. Topper's work. This was probably 2010, and I'm like, how can somebody do like what is this? It was a circus themed event that he did. It was really big. Like, how can somebody use balloons? And then I now saw the name, Tope Abulu. I said, Yoruba, lie. And since then, I started checking. I found out his company was Balloon Inspirations. I started following him, like, this man, where did you get all this? But because in Nigeria, we did not, at that time, we did not have like range. Even till now, it's like now that people have started importing balloons. We didn't have a lot of options then. So there's these balloons that me and my boys used to call Koro, that the 144 pack. So I bought them. I met someone at a point that said, "Oh, you know somebody that knows how to make balloons." I went to do balloon training then in Nigeria. This guy that taught me balloons, I still remember his name, but I don't want to mention his name.
Hmm.
He didn't have a balloon inflator, but he knew how to make petals. I tell you, I kid you not, all the balloons we did that day, we used our mouth to inflate the balloon. But I just saw that I didn't get tired. He was even telling me that, how can you use your mouth to blow balloons like this? You're a lady, how can you do this? And we actually used our mouth to do everything. I trained. I learned how to do basic things with him. And then it was shortly after then that Mr. Tokwe was supposed to come and do something in Nigeria. And somehow I stumbled on the advert. I can't remember who planned that. I think it was Olayemi. It was
Yes.
that's
Yes.
the
Yes.
first time, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So she brought me to Nigeria. I was like, no matter how much it costs, I'm going to go for this training. So we went for the training, and my mind was blown because they brought a lot of balloons. I didn't know anything about 360, 360s, 260s, 6
260
force, 6 force. Yeah, I didn't know anything about, and it was only Qualitex then that was really popular.
Yeah.
So after the training, I went to meet Mr. Topper. I said, what I told you, I know you more than you know yourself. And I started like, what are you even saying? Like, I followed you. And then before he came, I
Yeah.
think he came in February. And in December, people have started knowing me for doing balloons. So the first major event I did was a circus theme for Total, their end of year party. The event
Okay.
planner that was in charge was like, she looked for me. She was like, you do something unique with balloons that I've not seen. Like, I've seen the comments. So she was like, can you do this for me? And I was like, oh, I can't remember how I even found out about where to buy balloons. I said, these balloons are very expensive. I didn't know anything about it because Mr. Tokwe had not come. And it was a circus thing they wanted to do. So I copied those circus pictures that I saw him do, and I sent them to her. I didn't know I was going to do it though. I just said, we can do this, we can do this. She was like, oh, this is nice, this is nice. And I went back home and started trying to search for where to buy balloons. I won't lie. I think I found like two balloon wholesalers, and I sent their link to her because I didn't even know how to order from abroad. Like, oh, you can order from this place, just order all the balloons. These are the balloons I'll need. I sent her the list and everything, and then she ordered everything, and that was it. That event, if I look at the pictures today, I will laugh. But wait, one thing I like about Mr. Tokwe, when he came in February and I showed him the pictures, it was like, you've not had any major training and you can do this. That means there's something in you, like you need to keep it up and everything. And that really encouraged me. I had
Hmm.
a lot of I had a lot of boys, like let me not say, but like I call them sons. There were so many guys I met on this journey, younger guys, that I would just call and say, "Oh, they used to do they used to work as like servers at events." And
Like
I have a sister too
waiters
that
and all of that.
waiters, yes. And I have a sister too that does catering and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
I met the very first boy that I worked with. I met him through her. He was a service boy, and I asked him like, "How much did they pay you?" When he told me, I was like, "You will stay from morning till night. You will wash plates. Everybody will go. You people will not eat, and then this is what they pay you." I said, "Okay. When I have balloon jobs, I'll call you and I'll pay you double. Would you be interested?" And the very first boy was like, "Yes." And he said he has friends too that would like this kind of thing. And I don't know. God just blessed me with those boys. Even on days when we do balloons that people don't pay, I don't mind paying them everything that I was paid, and I'll go home really happy that these guys. I think I said balloon as like a charity initially, like a charity, just because I just loved. I had the passion for it, and then these guys were always around me. When I call one, two will be available, or three or four, and somehow everything just blew out of proportion. It got to a point where everything they want to do in Nigeria, once it has to do with balloons, if it's a big event, all the event planners were looking for Misorge. They knew that before I left Nigeria, we'll get to that point. Before I left Nigeria, nobody could do big installs, but I could because I had. If I want
The
20
team.
boys, if I want 30 boys, I'll just tell my guys, bring your friends. They don't need to inflate. They don't need to put balloons together. Let them just be inflating for us. We've done.
And let
We've
me
done.
chip in, guys. Doing stuff like events in Nigeria is crazy compared to what we experience abroad. They do like really big setups. Like I know that happens in America too. So,
Yeah,
but in
they are big
Nigeria, it could
events.
even be multiple sized
Yeah.
venues where they wanted to like really fill up the space with different structures. So you can imagine if you don't have the teamwork, I don't know what to say. So carry on.
Yeah. So whenever I don't think even till now, all the big installs they still do in Nigeria still come from the boys that I trained.
Mm, mm,
That we work sometimes 4 5 days without sleeping,
mm.
like from one venue to another to another.
Actually experienced working with the boys one time.
Yes.
And because there was a
And you
time
work
Yemisi had left Nigeria and I was in Nigeria then, and she needed someone to like spearhead a setup. And I went there and we worked overnight.
overnight.
Trust me. And
Yes.
the conditions and all of that wasn't what I
Yeah.
was used to, but the boys were so like so encouraging and so hardworking. So yeah, you did you were powerful with that one.
Yeah. So I just
Sorry.
thank God for that kind of opportunity because it's not everyone that gets. I'm here now. I don't have that kind of opportunity,
Mm,
but I'm so happy to see that people that came from me are doing so well. All the big events in Nigeria now are still through boys, through the men because there are no more boys. Some of them are married and have kids now. Like that
mm,
through the men that I trained. Some ladies too. There were some ladies that came, and then I used to do a lot of balloon trainings. Then it got to a point. I think it was we used to have trainings like 3 to 4 times in a year,
mm,
and it was always full. At least we used to have at least like 20 to 30 people that will come to train, and most of them are still in the balloon industry. And
industry.
when I see them post, it just blows my mind. Like something that started small that I didn't even know what I was doing when I started it. It just and then Mr. Tokwe is always on my case, like always encouraging me, and I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
know that.
He has just been such a blessing. You too. Both of you. That's why I call you both my number one and number two. The second training you guys came for in Nigeria as well, like everything just when I see the things that you do, I'm like, they don't have two heads. I also like balloons, so I think I should be able to achieve this as well. So I'm glad that we are here today.
Yeah, we're here today. So after all the if I'm going to be honest, you moving out of Nigeria and going all the way to live in America, in the United States,
Mhm.
after you built so much in Nigeria, was a brave move. Like, I remember when you said, "Oh, you were, migrating and all of that," and I was like, "Oh, really?" In fact, when because when me doing Let's Talk was with the support of, I'm not going to say Mr. Abulide had his input in it. In fact, there was a time I was like, I wasn't going to do this again. I was like, Bella, you do not know what this, you don't know what this is going to lead to, so do not stop. And we were discussing about names and all that. And he was like, "Oh, why not Yemisi?" And because we've not had a chat in a long time, I was like, "Is Yemisi?" Because the struggle in America. I know you've been there for how many years now, but transitioning, building a client base all over again. I didn't know where you were until I decided, okay, let me talk to Yemisi and find out. And then you blew my mind for, telling me all about, what you're now, what level you are now. That is really inspiring. So I want you to talk about, your transition from Nigeria all the way to America and how you've managed to now have your own shop. Like, wow, So please, we would like to hear that.
Okay, so that's another another story of my life. So it's a personal issue that I cannot discuss
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
right now, but
mm-hmm,
it got to a point that I had to leave Nigeria, and it was hard, like you said,
mm-hmm,
thinking
mm-hmm,
about everything I've built and
mm-hmm,
that God has helped me build. Because
mm-hmm.
when I look at myself, what do I know? Nothing. I'm
Mm,
just somebody that knows how to put balloons together.
absolutely.
And God had opened a lot of doors for me in Nigeria. A lot of event planners still reach out to me and be like, "Did you think well before you left Nigeria?" I'm like, "I know what I'm doing, don't worry." And I'm
Mm,
someone that is never afraid to start all over again,
mm,
because it has happened once that I had to, like when I initially started my balloon business. I sorry, my other light went off. So okay. So I'm not afraid of starting all over. So when I left Nigeria, it was a fast decision. I didn't get to think about it very well. But at that point, the point I was in my life, this was the right move to make.
mm, mm,
I don't want anybody to start thinking, "Oh, baby, family, I'm happily married. I
mm,
have a daughter. It's nothing to do with my marriage, but it was something personal that made me leave." So when I got here, definitely confused, no nobody. My cousin I lived with also had been here for so long, so she doesn't even know. She's just like an American. And I won't lie, it was really hard. For 3 months, I slept in someone's living room because I didn't even know where to start from.
mm,
It's a different thing if you have money that you brought, and then if you don't know anything to do with the money. Like, so it was a very difficult time, like the first 3 months. But after the first 3 months, I got a job, a 9 to 5. I needed to do that because I didn't have a choice. So I got a 9 to 5, and I worked at the 9 to 5 for 2.5 years. So I think after the first year, I started working with balloons. I saw a lot of people rise during COVID
mm,
here in
mhm.
America.
Oh, yeah. And all over the world, not just in America.
85% of the new balloon decorators in America are COVID. That, like,
Mm-hmm,
they woke up during COVID. I'm like,
mm-hmm.
oh, there's possibilities in this thing, and most of them are doing exceptionally well, which makes me
Absolutely.
really proud. And I'm like, oh, this industry is really growing. It wasn't like
Mm-hmm,
this when we started.
mm-hmm,
Even in the last 5 years, it wasn't even like this.
mm-hmm,
But when I saw what people were doing with balloons, I'm like, well, you cannot sleep. You need to wake up. But this is your industry. Like, you need to wake up. So after COVID, I started attending conventions. I started taking first in Chicago. Balloons are untouchable. Oh my God, thank you, Aminat. So after COVID, I started going for conventions, taking online classes, and seeing how things are done here, because it's totally different from what it is in Nigeria. You can
mm,
just wake up and start something in Nigeria, you can't do it here. You need processes, you need,
Yeah.
So I started learning the processes, what are the procedures, what are the things I need to do, how do I register a business, what do I need to do. So I've been here for 4 years.
Mm,
So I'll say the first 2 years I wasn't doing anything. I was focusing on my 9 to 5. And then it got to a point, one of my friends here introduced me to an event planner here. And she was like, oh, that's Misorge. He's the best in Nigeria. Go and check her page. And then when I got here, I changed from Android to iPhone. So I lost my old Instagram page. That one broke me. My
yeah, I
Instagram
remember.
was. So that one just, I'm like, oh my goodness. But I'm like, there's nothing wrong with starting all over again. Maybe God just even wants you to start on a new skill. So I
Mm,
started on a new skill. So I worked with that event planner for one event. And then someone else saw it and someone said, oh, the person said, oh, they like this. And somehow we started again. So I just used to take 1 or 2 jobs because I wanted to focus on my job. And
mm,
with time, a lot of events started coming in and I could not handle both.
mm,
So I stopped my 9 to 5 last year.
mm,
And within that 1 year, I knew a lot of events were coming in and it was disturbing and I couldn't focus 100% on both.
mm,
And I knew a lot of people were telling me I was crazy when I was living my 9 to 5. But I know I'm not crazy.
mm-hmm.
I know what it means to start from the scratch. I've been there. And I'm one of the people that encourage other people to when they need to start all over again. So I just like to use myself like as an example for other people to see that there's nothing impossible once you put your heart to it.
Absolutely.
So I've done some good big corporate jobs here as well. I've done a lot of individual events. I'm just not a social media person, but I'm going. That has to change. Like I need to focus on that because we have a shop now. I have 2 bills to pay now, so like I need to like. I think this is like a good way to. And then it
Mm,
got to a point. I'm like, okay, now that I'm working from home, it's not like I have my own house. I'm still
mm,
renting an apartment, and I'm like, there's the space in the house is not enough. It's not enough for what I'm doing now.
mm,
Let's see what we can do. And miraculously, the
I
stuff
have a sense.
came up. It's still new.
Mm,
Is I'm even opening is next week. I have an event outside Chicago for like a few days this coming week. From Thursday till next week. So yeah. So after when I come back, hey, I'm not come and focus very well on on this
it's
space
true.
that I just
Mm.
got. That is, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
guys, it's so inspiring, that you because a lot of people would migrate and they'll be like, okay, I'm leaving everything and all of that. I don't think I'm going to be able to start all over again. But you've moved and you started all over again, and then you have a store because having a store is not a small feat.
It's
People like
not.
us have been there. I see. I don't even think I want to go that way because I don't think I have the power.
I think a lot. Mm.
A lot,
Mm.
a lot goes into it. So that is really amazing that you're at that level. So at the store now, do you like offer trainings or what are the things you do? And can you tell us where your store is so that everybody knows?
Okay, so my store is in Chicago. Is on the north side of Chicago, 5333 North Lincoln Avenue, Chicago, Illinois 60625. That's where we're located, and I'm going to start offering trainings, but I still believe that the business aspect for myself is working right now. But I took a class with Renee. You had an interview with her a few weeks ago, and she just opened my mind to so many other things. I'm thinking of taking pricing classes with her because she
Oh,
does a
you
lot
have
of.
to go to New York.
No, I think she offers online as well.
Oh, okay.
She offers
Okay.
online as well.
Okay.
So I'm thinking of actually taking a pricing because she does trainings for people and she's been doing it for so long. I've been following her for a very long time, and So I'm thinking I'm going to take a class or two with her so that I can balance everything. I know how to do it my own way, but training people, like I said, is two different things here and back home.
Nigeria. Hmm.
So it was when she had a free class on Friday. It was after she said your pricing as somebody that works from home is different from your pricing as someone that has a store, as someone that
Hmm.
has a warehouse. I wasn't thinking of that before, but when she said
Hmm.
that, I was like, it's true. Things
So
have
you
to
don't
change.
price yourself out of business.
Yeah, exactly. So I need to do some work on myself if I want to train people here. It's not like I can just wake up and say, oh, because I am a balloon decorator, I can start training people. So I need to do some work on myself, know certain things, because trust me, Americans will ask you questions. You have to give them answers for collecting their money. So yeah, there are certain things
Anyway,
I
anyway,
still.
anybody will ask questions as long as they're, they would ask questions
Uh-huh.
because they are paying. So why not? If
Yeah,
not, so you
yeah.
just
So
need
I
to
need
be
to have
able to
all the
like
right answers.
you need to be in
Mhm.
the right position.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hmm.
now you have the store. Okay, question. Please, do I have? Okay, the message has gone. Okay, maybe it was an error. Okay, all right. Okay, so um, you've been in the business for like 10, 10, 12 years. You moved from having a business to not having a business to now having a business. Um, you've moved from one country to the other. And so we have a lot of people doing this migration bits and all of that. Do you have any advice, based on, someone that has had a business? It doesn't have to be what we've done before. It doesn't have to be what we are doing, but you know, what advice do you have for people that are like moving, like you've done? What tips, what advice do you have for them? We're having
Okay.
questions. Go on.
Yeah. Okay. So it's always right to have the right information.
Mm,
For the first 2.5 years, I didn't have the right information. It's always good to have the right people around you. I have a friend that came into my life, if like last year. It's a family. I met them in my daughter's school,
mm,
and the father was like, I've seen your balloons and I see it and then I don't see it. I see it and I don't know what's happening. Like, and when the balloons I've seen is different from what I've seen. What you do is different from what I've seen in other places. What are
mm,
you doing about your business? I was like, "Ah, I don't know." This man sat me down and gave me all the like all the rules how to go about registering your business. In America, websites works like magic. You need to get yourself a website. You need to, like,
very,
the
very
first thing is
important.
register your business. That's the first thing. Register. It depends on the state you're in. All states differ. The way they register in Illinois is different from the way they register in Texas. So you need to find out how to register your business in the state where you're in, and then you need to know have the. I noticed that in America, a lot of people don't like to give information. I don't know why. Maybe because people don't
No,
ask.
you know what? That issue is a black people's thing. We don't. I think it's more of us. We don't like giving.
Us, like maybe is it a Nigerian thing? I don't want to say it.
Oh, I just
It's
think
just
I don't
humans.
know. I don't know if other races, but I think we have that problem. I
Yeah,
don't know.
so I don't know. And this family, husband and wife together, they even till now they still sit me down and tell me, oh, this is what you should, because they've been in the country for so long. They have
Mm,
their own business too that they're running. So I was lucky to meet them, because I'm
mm,
sure if I didn't meet them, maybe I'll still be where because I didn't know what to do. Nobody is giving you any information and all that. So it's good to have the right people around you. If you know
very
that,
good.
oh, this is what I want to do, look for it. Doesn't have to be people in the industry. Some people in the industry, yes, I've tried to reach out to some balloon, and I see the way they do in other states. They are friends, they're a lot of close. But here, sometimes, even I try to reach out to balloon decorators here. Some
in
respond well,
Chicago.
some don't even respond to your messages and all that. Maybe because you are not in their class, or I don't know why.
Mhm.
But I think we just need to come together. If we come together, we'll be able to help people. Me, I'm all about helping people. Honestly, money is good, but I've never been about the money. People that know me know that I've never been about the money. The money is good. It gives
But
me all the things I need, but helping people, and when I hear an information, like when this family told me how to go about my business, I've met other people that are not even in the balloon industry that I've told them, oh, this is how you do it, this is how you do it. Like, that is just me. So it's good to surround your people. Pray that God sends those kind of people, because it's hard in this country. It's hard, especially if you're not from here, and if you didn't grow up here, you don't have friends here and everything. It's so hard to fit in. So
mm,
when God sends you the right people, there's no stopping. Like, nothing is going to stop you. Let God
mm,
send those right people that will give you the right information for what you need. Because
mm,
if I say I know what I did to get here, I'm not lying to you guys. I don't know. I don't know. But for some reason, God has just been ordering my steps, and I'm
mm,
really grateful about that.
mm,
But I know that if you want to register your business, find out how it's done where you live, and
mm,
then start from there.
mm,
Start for, if you have a 9 to 5. Balloon business is not, it's not hard to gather money. Like, it's not hard for you to start a balloon business. You can get money from
absolutely.
a client to
Mm-hmm.
actually start. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need
Mm-hmm.
to have everything start
That's
with
what
that.
people
Yeah.
don't. I was thinking about it today that this business is actually something you could you could say, okay, I'm not doing it today. Okay, tomorrow I'm doing it, and it will just kick off. As long as you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
As
As
long as
long
you
as,
know what you're doing. It is not,
yeah.
as long as you have it in you, as long as you have that
Mhm.
creativity, you can chill today and
Yeah.
tomorrow you want to kick off
I
again,
can say that's my story here. Like, yeah, there are times when I'll have events. When I had my 9 to 5, I can have events for 2, 3 weeks, and then 3 months I might not get anything.
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm,
understand?
mm-hmm,
So, and if
mm-hmm.
it comes, I'm taking the money that I was paid, and then learn how to charge well. So people are always
That's the
afraid to
number one thing.
charge. We need to learn how to charge well, because it's not Nigeria. It's not back home. It's
Mm-hmm,
here. The reality is, like, it's so real here. I keep telling people, "Mama, it's not easy. It's not easy in America, but let's just, like I said, try as much as possible to find those people that would, yeah,
what
and
are you
put yourself
starting?
out there. Start your
Mm,
Instagram, Facebook. Now that I'm saying that I'm not a social media, I used to post a lot on Instagram, but it's just that there's just so much right
going
now
on.
that is
Mm,
not making me. But I'm actually really working on even my YouTube page now. I said I'm going to start posting. I keep forgetting to record when I'm working. It's to record myself because I don't have
and
like
TikTok
a lot of
too.
help.
Everywhere you can.
Okay. Okay.
Though it could get overwhelming. Even me that I'm talking. TikTok, I might just wake up today and post today, and I might not post in the next 2 weeks. But I try to
I
keep
don't
up
even know
with
how you do
Instagram.
it. You are trying
I
with
try
this
to keep
social
up with
media.
one at least. And my YouTube,
Mm.
of course, because I've been on YouTube for how many years now. So
Yeah.
there's
I
no
remember
way
when your YouTube started. Look at it now.
I
Look at it
started and
now.
I just started like that. And, I had
Mm-hmm.
challenges starting it, but
Yeah, just start.
I think
Mr.
God
Tope was
wanted it
still
to
he still
happen.
spoke a few days ago. A friend of his friend's daughter was turning 19, and
Mm,
then his friend's daughter is like a few minutes from here. So he told him about me, and then the man reached out to me that he wanted to do a balloon bouquet for his daughter. So we're just talking. I was like, did I even tell you that I got a shop? He said, you got a shop, and you didn't tell me. I said, no, because I've not really finished setting it up and everything. And then he said a lot of things. He said the only one thing I picked from what he said, the only person standing in front of you is you.
mm,
Just start. Just
mm,
start. Him and that other guy, that family friend, that friend I said, both of them
mm.
are always on my neck, like, just start. I'm like, if like God does not have to come down to ring into my ears. Like, I think this is just the right time to, yeah. Let's
Start,
just
and
don't
know
be
what you're
afraid.
doing.
No,
Make
we are
sure you're
determined.
typing well. you
Yeah.
know, because that
Mm-hmm.
pricing is very important. If you're not pricing well, you're going to end up pricing yourself out of business. We've seen people that have started and they're not doing it anymore just because they do not know how to price. And you heard Yemisi, the fact that she had learned for so many years, she still went back to America and she's still attending trainings. She's still
Yeah.
attending
You have
conventions.
to.
So,
Even if it's one thing you learn from that training, it's something that will stay with you and will be able to help you for a very long time. Yeah.
so you just need to, make sure you're on top of yourself, harness your how will I put it, make your skill improve on your skills. Because if you don't improve on your skills, you'll be stuck in one position. And then we have different levels of creativity. Some people it will come to them easily, and some people it will just be from class. So just
Yeah.
make sure whatever skill you have or how much you have it, just make sure you're not stopping and you're having the right people around you and you'll be fine.
Very important.
So one more question before I let you go. So, okay, the shop is opening this month, right?
Yeah.
Um, and so you're going to be functioning mainly from the shop now, and then you go to do big events too. So people will walk into the shop and they'll buy takeaways.
Yes, you can buy takeaways. Yeah.
Okay, and then you go to venues too. So how are you going
I
to
go
be
to
able to
venues.
like manage that?
Yeah, this that is one thing I'm still working on. Trying to get someone that will be here when I'm not here. So
Mm.
I'm working on it, and it's one of the reasons I'm kind of stalling the opening. But whatever happens, I know the first week in July we're opening,
Hmm.
and I'll I'm looking out to get some at least one person that can always be here, especially when I'm not here. So yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
actually really looking forward because I go out of this space a lot. I got like when
Mm.
I get deliveries during the week, but now that the store is open, I'll probably offer more pickups than delivery. So more pickups. I'll work on it, but I'm looking to get one person that would always be here for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing. So,
Thanks.
guys, thank you everyone for joining us. Is there any questions? If you have any questions for Yemisi, can you let me drop a comment now before we go off? Because she's so busy.
You can
Oh,
employ
she said
me.
you can employ me.
Are you in
About
Chicago? Lola
time.
Adegboye, are you in Chicago? Lola Adegboye, are you in Chicago?
Sorry, we're waiting for her to respond. Are you in
As
Chicago? Drop a comment if you're in Chicago. She would employ you. She's looking for someone now.
I'm looking for someone, no, I will employ you and you will even learn for free.
No, that's a plus.
Yes,
But
so
because
that's a plus.
you're learning. Ah, okay. Someone said
Ah,
me
so
too.
party. Aminat works with me for since I started. She's been thank you so much. So she used to work with me a lot when I first like started. But
Ah.
now she has always been a big girl, but she's a bigger girl. She has a lot of things to no seriously, she has a lot of things to take care. Oh, party
Oh, okay.
direct, Lola. You know Lola from
Direct in Nigeria.
Nigeria, yeah, but she's in the UK now.
Everybody
She's a
has
London girl.
migrated.
She just came to make money from in Nigeria. She ran away like me. Thank you,
Oh.
Ife. Thank you so much.
Amen, amen. It's good. Yes, so the sky is the starting point. Let me see. I'm even
Amen.
giving you this. I'm so proud of you for how
Thank
far you've
you.
come. It's amazing. In fact, I'm
Thank you.
inspired. Maybe you need to go and do shop. Not me and you.
Ah. But you can
Well,
actually. You
Eh?
can't. You, but no, the good thing abroad is if you have the space in your house, there's no
Mm,
point paying extra for a shop.
no,
Whatever,
yeah.
if you have the space, whatever you can
Mm,
achieve in your house, you can achieve
of
it
course,
in the shop.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't
So it's
mind
because
you.
I don't have the space, that's why I have to spend extra to get
No,
this
it's
thing.
even really like nice to have that, that sanctuary where you can go and you can just do
Mhm.
your thing.
Yeah.
You're going to start doing your YouTube videos, doing
Yeah.
tutorials.
True.
People can, you have that space, you have that comfort of doing all of that. So yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm wishing you all the best. I'm rooting for you.
Thank
You're going to
you.
keep shining. Do you have plans of
Amen.
moving back to Nigeria?
Not anytime soon.
That's
Maybe if you
when
say
some of us
when
are
I'm
looking
coming
forward
to
to
Nigeria,
moving back.
I'll let them know. So people that want to book me can book me down. It's like when I'm around, I can come and work. But
Right.
moving back, no, not soon, not anytime soon. My child is still small. She's just 5. She won't want to go. She won't want to go to Nigeria. I always tell her mosquito will bite her. I'll send her to Nigeria. Mosquito will bite her.
Bless. Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Anyway, thank you so much for doing this with me. Guys,
Thank
thank you for
you.
joining us this
Thank you,
evening.
everyone.
Thank you
Thank
for
you so much.
joining. So let me just say this. Let's Talk is just a way of me bringing predominantly Black balloon artists to come share their story, to come inspire fellow Black people, to come let everyone, the world know that we are amazing. And there's so many of us doing amazing stuff, right everywhere, all over the world.
Mhm.
So yeah, next month we're gonna have another Nigerian
Oh, nice.
balloon balloon artist come. You know him. Well, yeah, just stay tuned. So we're
Let's make
gonna
it a
have
surprise.
someone next month again. Guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, share this channel
Subscribe,
with people.
guys.
Yemisi is gonna have a channel too. Please, once she has it up, please subscribe to our channel, support her, help our channel grow, help our channel grow, let people know that there are people doing amazing stuff with millions, and we
Yes.
will keep doing it
Yes.
by God's grace.
Amen.
All right
Amen.
then. Yes,
Nobody
you're
gives
right. Nobody
it.
gives information. It's sad. Nobody gives
It's
information.
sad.
But I've said to you guys, most of the people I bring here, if you go and DM them, I'm sure they would respond to you. Trust me. You know. I started. Who is that? Someone. I just saw a comment now before we go on.
She started her balloon
Okay.
business in March, and she wants to know when to start charging well or something like
Ah,
that.
what do you mean? You want to
Now,
know when start?
now is
You
now is the
started.
time to start charging. Now
You
is the
know.
time. If you like, the advice I give is if you are charging $500 right now for a basic gallon, add $100 to it. Let's start like that. Add $100 to it. Then let's see if people will pay or not. If they pay,
Mhm.
yes, add another $100 to it. Then you will see that people
The
actually
thing is,
pay.
I'm going to say, for me, I won't even say let people, because people don't really want to pay anyway. But you just need to charge your worth. As long as
Charge
you
what
know
you
what
want.
you're doing, as long as you know you're putting out quality work, you
Yeah.
know, go for training. And on my channel, I've got a pricing tutorial.
I know I know a
I've
lot
got
of people
several.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I know a lot of people here that don't even put so much work and they are making so much money. So it's about what you're worth. It's not even what you're in America, it's not even about what you're putting out now. It's about you charging your worth and convincing the client that you know what you're doing. That
Mm-hmm.
that one sells in
Mm.
America. That one sells. But that
So
doesn't mean you should not put in the
you
work.
can.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So, it's the things that putting your work gives you an edge over your clients. Sorry, over your competition. Over your
Competition.
competition. If people know that if I come to this person, she's going to be on time, she's going to give me value for my money, she's going to do what I've asked her to do, she's not going to disappoint me. It's not just about the work you're putting out. There's so many things that
Yeah.
goes into having a perfection, as in, perfecting your craft, which is
Yeah.
timekeeping, not canceling on people. When your clients, your returning clients come to you, you're there when they need you. You have clients that would want to come last minute. You're there to, deliver and give them what they need, as long as they're paying you for your work.
Yeah.
So just make sure you have got your back covered. You're
Yeah.
doing what you need to do, because we have people there that they're ready to, like, I don't want to use the word steal, but it's still steal from you, because you finish the work for them and they're like, oh, you didn't do what I wanted, blah blah blah. So make sure you are giving them the
The
best
very best.
of yourself, as
Yeah.
long as you're charging, right for it. So make sure, both works together. You're not just um charging and you're not putting value. Those people
Yeah.
that are not putting value and they are charging well, something will still catch up with them.
Yes, it will.
So
It
you
will.
need to, because we get people. I've had clients that call me, someone just cancelled on me, blah blah. How do you I even have a friend. She was even still telling me today that she's not going to book anybody from social media again, because she books someone for a child's party and the person didn't turn up. The person didn't turn up, and I know the person.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? And the person is still like people are still using the person. So we have to make sure we yeah, we're taking money, and yes,
I'm
we're
giving
giving
value
ourselves
to
to them,
money
but make sure
marketing.
you have a good conscience. You're
Yes.
not, you're not messing people about.
Mm-hmm.
And you find out that years from now, you're still in the business if you want
Yes.
to.
Yeah.
A lot of people that are still in the business is not by them. See, Yemisi, she does it not just because of the money. She's built people. She's put food on people's tables by training them. She's put so much into, and that is one of the reasons why she's still here. So, make sure you're putting all of that into it. You're not all about the money. Yes, we want the money, but make sure you're giving value, good value
Value.
for the money
Yes.
in
Yes.
all aspects.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
then. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I've talked too much. We have to begin now.
That's why you're a YouTuber. You should talk. If you're on YouTube, you should talk.
Thank
Thank you,
you so
everyone,
much.
for joining. I really
Thank you, everyone, for
appreciate it.
joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope you've learned a thing or two from us tonight. And I'll see you same time next time. Remember
Next
to
week.
subscribe, but don't go off this channel
Please,
without
guys,
subscribing.
everyone that is here, please subscribe to
Subscribe,
Biola's
subscribe. If you
YouTube
not
channel.
subscribe,
Please, just one button, just subscribe, please. I
subscribe,
can see
and
some
yeah,
people
it's free.
commenting. I will check if all of you are following her back. Oh, if you are subscribed to our channel, please.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you so much for
Take care.
joining
Thank you
us,
so
everybody.
much.
And we'll
Yeah.
talk later. We'll talk
Yes,
at
later,
the back.
off camera. All right.
Bye, guys. Bye. Have a great
Bye.
evening.